What's going on, everyone? We're back with episode 3 of Blue Chips. I'm here with my co-host Azib. You ready to get started?
Let's go.
Honestly, we're gonna have to start off with the Chiefs versus Bills because that's what just happened yesterday. It was an okay game. It was pretty fun, but I think the rain kind of ruined it because if it wasn't raining, we probably would have seen more points, more big plays like Tyreek Hill and those guys. But what do you think about the game?
Honestly, this was kind of a statement game for the Chiefs and a statement loss for the Bills because this is back-to-back weeks where the Bills played two of the top teams in the AFC and they just didn't look that good. The offense wasn't clicking. Their defense just got ran completely over. They couldn't stop Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't know if this is going to be a consistent problem going forward because their defense has stopped running games from other teams. They slowed down Derrick Henry only had 57 yards or something 50-something yards. They slowed down.
But I'm pretty sure the backup Nichols, he had a couple runs in that game.
Stopping Henry though, still I think they feel like they did their job there. They didn't let Henry take over that game.
Yeah.
But then to let the Chiefs have 245 yards and 46 attempts, you're never going to win the game that much. The Chiefs had 38 minutes of possession time. The Bills only had 22. Your offense not on the field. Their offense has been carrying them this year. It hasn't been a good look for them the last 2 weeks.
I agree, but I have to say yesterday I was kind of impressed with the Bills, to be honest. They lost by 9 points to the Chiefs, and Josh Allen didn't even throw for 100 yards. Their MVP Josh Allen that they've been seeing all year, he didn't show up, and with him not showing up to still be that close to being the Chiefs, they had a chance. The score was 23-17,
Yeah.
and they had the ball with a chance to take the lead, and they just failed. So if their MVP quarterback who was playing like MVP shows up, I think they could win that game. So,
but you're saying if their MVP quarterback, this is back-to-back weeks against good teams that he hasn't looked good himself either. Even against Titans, he was bad.
I agree he didn't look good against the Chiefs, but against Titans, if you really dive into that game,
those picks were bad picks.
The first pick was not his fault.
The second one was really bad.
The second one was bad, but I think he just, I don't know. I can't defend it. That pick was horrible.
It was one of the worst picks I've seen all season.
He just gave him the ball. But he was still able to get the ball down the field. Sean McDermott, I've said on the show even before too that he's one of the best coaches in the NFL to me. I don't know what's going on with his defense. One of my pet peeves in the NFL is watching teams with a defensive coach struggle on defense. That's why I said Dan Quinn had to go. He was hired to be a defensive coach, and they can't play defense. That doesn't even make sense to me. And Sean McDermott, Bills over the last, he's been there 4 years now. Over the last 4 years, they've been known to play defense and run the ball. That's why they were winning with Tyrod Taylor as a game manager. Because he can run the offense, he can make plays on third down, and they were running the ball with whoever they had at running back. But now that you finally get an offense for the first time in Buffalo in since Jim Kelly, they have an offense, then the guys just stop playing defense? I just don't get it.
I don't know, it's weird. Josh Norman, they're missing that second corner. I don't know if Josh Norman's going to be ready to hold it down. And then, because their secondary is good. Tre'Davious White is a all-pro
top 3
level corner. Their safeties are solid. Jordan Poyer back there. I don't know what's wrong with that defense. The pieces are all there.
They even have Tremaine Edmonds, one of the best middle linebackers in the league.
It's defense, a lot of it's effort and just getting to the ball, tackling as a team. And I guess maybe that's what they're missing right now. Just the hunger, the fire. Their offense is finally doing good for the first time, so they really feel like, maybe take a break this year. But
no, that's what I think it is. I think, honestly, knowing that they don't have to show up every game and to win is kind of tricking them. Like they say, they be tricking them. The offense is tricking them because now that they finally have a good offense, like against Rams, the defense shit the bed, but they put up 35 points. The offense, so they still won the game.
That never happens before.
Even against Miami, they let Miami score 28, but the offense put up 31 points.
So far, the only time they looked good was Jets, and Jets put up 17 points. For the Jets, that's pretty good still. So, the defense got to be better.
So after watching the Chiefs players, do you still think they're the team to beat in the AFC?
No, that's okay. The AFC is clear cut right now.
I think the AFC is much better than the NFC.
Much better. It's so much more top heavy. Where the top heavy is really, really good teams. For me, everyone's gunning for the Chiefs. It's clear cut. They're the Super Bowl champions. They look like the best team because even though they haven't looked the best team all year, but the 2 games that they matter the most, the Ravens and the Bills, they dominated those games. They were the better team by far.
Dude, but they didn't really dominate the Bills.
They dominated the Ravens.
Yeah, they dominated the Ravens.
Right,
but my thing with the Chiefs is there's keys that can be taken to defeat the Chiefs. And the one key, their Achilles heel on that team right now to me is their run defense. Right now, the run defense ranks 30th in the league. The two teams that are gunning for the Chiefs, that's what they do. They run the ball. Tennessee, Derrick Henry, they're going to run the ball. Baltimore, we're going to run the ball, whether it be Mark Ingram, Gus Edwards, J.K., or Lamar. I know, we just seen us, like people, the world just watched us get destroyed. They're probably thinking, like, what's wrong with this delusional Ravens fan? I get it. We had a bad showing, but I'm still picking us against the Chiefs. I won't say we're the team to beat because Chiefs are rightfully the reigning Super Bowl champions, but I think we're going to beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Or, I even wrote this down. I think Chiefs are going to lose to Tennessee or Baltimore whenever they see them. Whether it be in the divisional, whether it be in the AFC Championship game, it won't be in the wild card.
No, for sure.
Yeah. But I think they're going to lose to one of us.
So I agree to the sense that the Titans are very scary as well because on paper, they might be the most complete team because they have no weakness. I don't consider any part of their team from O-line, D-line, secondary, linebackers, receiving core.
Their left tackle he's out for a year now, though. That sucks.
That will hurt, but overall still, like, their play action, like, probably one of the, maybe arguably the best play action in the NFL right now. I think that's a really good team. And it's going to be, if Ravens can slow down Derrick Henry, which they didn't do last year, but I think the Ravens have that opportunity now with that defense with Calais Campbell and stuff.
The run defense definitely has improved because we added Calais and Patrick Queen. Like last year we didn't really have a guy at the linebacker position who was actually gonna, like, we had Patrick on one star for a couple games.
Yeah,
the LJ4 came, he did okay, but you didn't really know who was gonna stop the run in that front seven. But now with adding Patrick Queen, Calais, Malik Harrison, now LJ4 doesn't have to play every down. I think we're going to have a much better job stopping the run. And right now, our defense, we're giving up a lot of yards. Ravens, Baltimore, the defense is giving up a lot of yards, but we're number 2 in scoring defense, and we're number 2 on third down. And against the Chiefs, that's key. If you're watching Chiefs play this year, that's what's going on every game. Teams are forcing Chiefs in the third and long, but the problem is, like, teams aren't putting a contain on Mahomes.
He's running for a lot of first downs.
He's running for a lot of first downs on third down. But the thing about us, I think we have the speed to stop that.
Well, we can say that. People probably going to be like, well, you didn't stop it last game.
Yeah, but you know, I would take the L in the regular season if it means we beat them in the playoffs.
100%. But now, like, the question right now, are the Steelers going to win the NFC or AFC North? Because Ravens and the Steelers, like, it's looking like the two-headed monster in the AFC North is back. Because these teams, they look pretty good right now.
I'm not 100% sold on the Steelers yet.
So that's what I was going to say. The Steelers, for me, there's only like 4 teams in the AFC, or let me count it, 5. Baltimore, Chiefs, Titans, Steelers, and Bills. The 5 teams. I think everyone else, like whoever gets into those wild card spots, like, you're not gonna be relevant.
What I will say, we're gonna talk about this soon, but this is like my second tier AC teams. I like Colts, Cleveland, and Raiders. And one of those throughout the year, one of those teams maybe could elevate into the upper echelon, but we'll see. For now, though, I'll leave them there.
I'm gonna just cancel your point right there right now, because Colts, Phil Rivers, Raiders, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr's good though.
Browns,
yeah, Baker
Mayfield.
I agree with Baker.
Those 3 QBs will not compete with those top tier teams.
Derek Carr just beat the Chiefs.
Divisional games are weird. Everyone knows that.
And he outdoed Drew Brees in New Orleans.
Divisional games are weird for the Chiefs. It's okay. He's not.
Yeah, but we won't talk about him for now. I agree. I agree with what you said, but to be honest, the Bills might have to get demoted. Back-to-back weeks with losses. I mean, like, right now, it's looking like they can't hang with the big dogs. So they try to back-to-back with the big dogs.
They're like the tip of the tier right now. Like, they're the guys just looking in, because you have to give them the respect still, because they still have looked pretty good. But I don't know. The AFC for sure is better than NFC right now.